Yeah. Ooh. Man, it's the end of the season. It's over. But it's also the beginning of a lot of people work. And this is the beginning of Philly's work. Yeah, you lost, suckers.
Another one.
And you already know, boss.
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
You already know.
Run it up, run it up.
I'm gonna run it up on the boys, cause it's Petty Monday, dog. Ooh. Man, I've been enjoying this Monday, dog. Oh, I've been just, man. So I can't wait to get into it with the family. We gonna talk about this Cowboy Nation, man. We gonna really get into this, cause listen, we got all year to just talk about how to solve these problems. But today is Petty Day, baby. We gotta be petty. But we gonna talk some football. We gonna talk some football too. We gonna talk about some of the takeaways. But it petty to Monday. My last pettiness was on Tuesday. Y'all forgive me. But it's Petty Monday. And we gonna do some Super Bowl takeaways. We gonna talk some X's and O's. But man, it's time to be petty. And let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Some of us, yeah, we gotta have a conversation. Cause see, Emmitt Smith, you called out the family, dog. Oh no, big dog. Why you do that? Why you call out all of us, man? We what?
Run it up, run it up.
So yeah, we gotta talk about all of that, bro, on Petty Monday. So y'all just sit back, man. We gonna talk about this. We gonna learn from the loss and the win of Kansas City. But today, sit back. It's Petty Monday. Let's go. Quarterback man of the year. That's what you get. Yeah. Petty. All that capping at halftime, all that talking that y'all was doing leading up to the Super Bowl, couldn't even keep our name out y'all mouth as y'all was headed to the Super Bowl. So it's Petty Monday. Let's go. Let's go! Man. Let's go! Let's go, man. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Oh.
Finish him.
Yeah. Ooh, that didn't quite work how I wanted it to work, but hey, it's all good. Welcome to BossCowboySports, man. We're getting ready to bring you Petty Monday. And we go recap the game. We go also take some phone calls. We go do a lot. So we go just kind of break all this stuff down. You know, as the official off season for everybody has begun today. So yo, you too, Philly, it's your time. All right, so we go just kind of go through this. Now y'all give me 1 second, cause I thought I had everything set up. Let me make sure I got everything set up right. I just need to cue y'all in for Petty Monday, then we go start the show. So y'all just give me 1 second. I'm doing it right now. All right, so we got some people in the building. I see my boy Cole. I appreciate it. My dog say that hat fresh, dog, man. I appreciate that, Cole. And I can't wait till we do our joint show again, bro, with the Philly content creators, dog. We got to give it to them. And so let's kind of go through it, because y'all petty like me. Craig already got the yoga flames, man. We appreciate the love.
Fire!
We appreciate that. Michael Lockhart, he in the building. Real quick before we kind of get going, Michael said, calling them filthy Eagles that's doing all that crying about cry Eagles, man, all day long. I'm talking about giving it to them all day long. And see, we gonna talk about this Lord Juno, cause see, it's disappointing what the Eagles are doing right now. I'm sick of them, like, because they spent all off season getting all this love from the mainstream media, all this love. What's up, Keystone? Keystone, I still owe you a phone call. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call you as soon as we get off the show so we can handle our business. If you up, we go talk about the business we need to handle. But yeah, but all that love they was getting sweated. They was being told all off season that they was favored. Like we didn't sweep them. Like we didn't just let them have it. And then after sweeping them and Dak being 8-3 versus Philly, all of a sudden we just thrown under the bus like we some bums just all year. So I was just, obviously sitting back and see. And this is the funny part. A lot of y'all like me, can I be honest? A lot of y'all are just like me. This is what I mean by that. Y'all don't really care about Philly, but what ends up happening is that you start meeting a lot of Philly people over time. And as you meet more and more Philly people, the more and more you just don't like them. The more and more, yeah, I'm sipping. Yes, I am. Y'all should be sipping too. Y'all should be having a good old time right now. Don't lie. Tell the truth. How many of y'all slept just good yesterday? Don't even lie, because we ain't going to do no lying today. Tell the truth. How did y'all sleep yesterday? Did you sleep a little bit better knowing you wasn't going to have to hear from none of these Philly haters? Did you? And all the massive capping that they do. Because they was doing capping to the level of Hurts is the clear MVP. Hassan Reddick is on Micah Parsons' level. Will y'all stop with all this crazy capping? It was outrageous. Hold on, we got us a $10 super chat. I sure appreciate it, big dog. Real quick, he said, it's been a while since watching the show, but you always bring the real. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate it, bro. And this, for some of y'all don't know, I usually go live around 7 or 8ish, so p.m. Central Time. We getting ready to ramp up a lot. We finna throw out a whole lot of content, but man, we appreciate that, man. But we definitely finna give y'all the truth on this pettiness. And I ain't gonna lie, we gotta talk about my homie Emmitt, cause he gonna be a part of the petty Monday. I gotta talk about this, man, cause Emmitt, I ain't gonna lie, big dog, you went a little bit hard on us, big dog. Now see, I'm gonna be in balance. Somebody gave $100. Damn, hold on. That was $100 super chat, man. I appreciate it, bro. See that, and see, this is the thing, bro. See, that's how you know Boss feeling good, bro. That's how you know Boss is giving like $100. Like, listen, y'all, yes, I did sleep good. Boss, here's $100 to start the show. Yeah, man, here's $100. That's how good I slept. Boy, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's petty time, baby. Let's be petty. And let's be petty. So let me set the stage of pettiness first. I gotta set the whole stage of pettiness, because we gotta set the ground rules. All right. So first of all, hold on, before I get too deep, let me do something real quick, because I gotta play something by my homie Law, because my boy Law, he killed it today. So I gotta just kind of set the groundwork. So here we go, man. So we got to really just keep it honest on, what happened, because it was a homegoing service. To the Eagles. And Law made this. Law crazy. Boy, that boy Law is crazy, boy. But yeah, it's true. We saw them get put in the ground. And it made my sweet day. Like, I slept like a baby. I feel so good about life right now. I was just having nightmares of just massive capping. I was having nightmares of just massive capping. Let me play that again. And just the thought of all that capping was like, they cannot win. Cause see what they're gonna do, and they was already being foolish. They was already being foolish. They was saying stuff like their defense was on the level of the 1985 Bears. Do y'all know we was gonna be hearing that all year? Oh man, and now we ain't gotta hear nothing from them suckers. So real quick, see, y'all think Law photoshopped that? No, listen, Law put that together because this is what this clown came out wearing before the Super Bowl, and it screamed. Can I tell y'all what this screamed? It screamed entitlement. That's what it screamed, entitlement. Like, y'all got the nerve to be out here being flashy before the Super Bowl. So let me ask you a question for those of y'all who like me that's petty and don't mind being petty and that love the fact that, because they not our rivals. Let's also make that clear too. Philly is not our rival. Okay, so let's just make that clear. They are not our rival. But doesn't it make you feel good when your little brother that's been really trying to be on your level and force all these ridiculous arguments now get to hold their head in shame? And Clarence Hill said, because we gonna go through all of this. I'm not gonna disappoint y'all on the pettiness. Listen, y'all, we got to just stay united on this. And we gotta stay petty on these boys, cause see, this is the thing. And I gotta just kind of lay the groundwork, okay? So this is, and I gotta just be honest with y'all. All right, be like my homie Rodney Myers, okay? Be like my homie Rodney Myers, because see, this week I've been letting off shots, right? Of course, I supposed to. You supposed to, Dallas Cowboy Nation. You supposed to enjoy this moment. So check this out. So I let it out. I said, advice for Philly. Take success in steps. Before y'all try to challenge the majesty of Dallas 5 Super Bowls, first, start by at least catching Jerry 3 Super Bowls. Now let me ask y'all, is that fair? Shouldn't we ask of Philly to do that? Because isn't it just unseemly that they literally try to put their one little funky Super Bowl on the level of our 5? So is that petty of me to just tell them the truth? Like, come on, y'all. Can y'all at least catch Jerry Jones before you start trying to be on our level? Somebody said this was like an Easter Sunday. I know. The Lord has risen. Hold on real quick. But y'all might be more petty than me. I don't know if that's possible, but y'all doing a good job on your pettiness. I appreciate the super chats and pettiness, because that means that y'all really relating with the fact that y'all slept so good. One-handed bandit said, Philly keeps saying we can't talk because a lot of us haven't witnessed a Super Bowl. That logic, I know, bro. That is just, yeah, that's why we gotta be petty, bro. can't celebrate because they won't alive, and it's like, bro, it don't even matter if y'all still not on our level, and that's the point. See, and this is one of my friends right here, Anthony Turrell, who's a doctor. So doctor, let's talk to them. They've been in existence longer than we have and got one Super Bowl, but yet they had the nerve to look down their big old nose at Dallas and had the nerve to stick their little nose up at us. And see, this is the thing that I hate, Anthony. That first ring was given to them. Think about it. That first ring, it was given to them. They had 2 touchdowns that should have been called back, but they knew they was getting ready to change the Dez Bryant rules, and they went ahead and retrospectively applied it to the Super Bowl. So that means if they was being judged how Dez was judged according to the catch, they would have had to call back 2 Super Bowls. That's what I mean, 2 touchdowns. That's why I hate Philly, because they get the benefit of the doubt, but then they try to act and pretend like they victims. I can't stand them. I hate Philly.
Another one.
Run it up.
I need the cash pronto on that.
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interception like Romo.
Yeah, and see, and then they play victim. They want you to be loyal. And then, but they hating. They do all this hating on Dak, but they want us to respect Hurts.
I be trying to figure out, like, why I want you to be loyal to them. They ain't loyal to you. I don't really get that.
I don't get that. But see, somebody gotta be petty in return. And listen, and that's what it's about. Listen, y'all, enjoy this week, because I'm getting ready to break this all the way down. Check this out. And matter of fact, enjoy the rest of the year, Cowboy Nation. I know you've been mad. I know you felt like we had an opportunity and we was mad. But feel just a little bit better, because your evil little brother was humbled. So check this out. We got a $10 super chat. He said, "Cry Eagles, cry." I smoked on that Eagles pack tonight, and how you doing tonight, Boss Cowboy? Man, I'm doing good, bro. And I'm glad that, see, this has brought us together. And see, I want to show y'all something real quick as I'm going through the pettiness. And we're going to talk about the game too, because it's still, my boy said, I'm still mad, boss. And that's okay, but man, I'm going to try to make you feel a little bit better. But see, I want to see, because this is the day I want to set the mood to where get your revenge, slap these dudes, man, because they wouldn't show you no mercy. Look what they was doing as they was headed to the Super Bowl. They was coming in our live streams. They was trolling. They wasn't even focused on them getting ready to be in the Super Bowl. They was focused on us. It was weird. It was weird. It's like, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all really think Cowboy Nation would have been spending any amount of time trolling Philly if we was headed to the Super Bowl? No, bro. But yet they so little brother and got that whack energy that they was doing it to us. So check this out real quick, and I want to kind of set the groundwork, because see, some people not gonna understand, so I just want to kind of put this out here. So first of all, be like my boy Rodney, because see, what happened is when he saw this and he saw me talking about Jerry having 3 rings, and that the fact that as a GM, and I'm gonna stand on this, as a GM, Jerry is greater than Howie. I'm gonna clap for me. So first, let me make the case on that. Some of y'all ain't gonna like this case that I'm making, but hey man, let me make this case anyway. Jerry is better than Howard. Yeah, no trolling. Because think about it. Howie had to go all in just to keep up with Dallas. Just think about that. Can we just ponder on that? He had to go all in just to keep up. Dak is 8-3 versus Philly. And see, yeah, let me say that again. Dak is 8-3 versus Philly. So how in the hell is this man giving credit for being better than our damn GM? Jerry has been running loops around this dude. And even us being dumb and getting rid of Amari, we still whooped you suckers. And we got the nerve to lay down to these funky chumps because they went in. Oh, my boy OC, hold on, OC, wait. Don't you come in here today. This the wrong day to come in, dog. You stay safe, cause hold on, wait. Wait. Hold on, let me read this. Hold on real quick. Let me see what my homeboy talking about. Let me see what the OC talking about. Hold on, OC. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Man, OC, you done messed me up. Here we go. Hold on. I got it. He said, no, he ain't stopping. I'm sorry, bro, but glad they lost. I don't know what you're talking about, so we cool. I didn't know what you were saying on that, but OC, man, listen, I tell you what, if you was gonna come in on this Howie stuff, I ain't showing no mercy today, dog, and I promise you, I ain't backing down for nothing. Boy, I ain't feeling Howie at all, and I'm saying right now, Jerry is better than that sucker. We 8-3, and they had to do, Dak is 8-3. Versus Philly. So how in the world did this man get the title of being better than our GM Jerry? And I know Jerry's imperfect, and I know he pissed us the hell off a lot. So I'm gonna start with that. But hell no, listen, numbers gotta mean something. And 3 Super Bowls is bigger than 1, big dog. I'm sorry, I ain't talking to the OC. I'm just saying in general, it's bigger than 1. And Jerry got 3 Super Bowls at the very start of being an owner and GM of the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, he fumbled a lot since. Yes, he's fumbled. And my boy OC say yes. No mercy in the dojo. No mercy. Yes, bro. None. We not giving them no mercy, OC. None. And this is the deal, man. And that's what I'm trying to say. We need to get in the mode this week. We need to be in the mode. And this is my opinion, and aggressive at Philly, because them suckers was aggressive at us. So this is the deal. So going back to what I was saying, I'm sticking my chest out, talking my shh to the Eagles. Y'all notice I ain't cuss. I'm doing better. It's kids that watch us, so I'm not gonna curse, But let's keep it real.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
I'm gonna speak my mind on the fact that we are better than the Eagles from top to bottom, even with our dysfunction. And I'm not changing on that, dog. I'm not changing. And we need to, in my opinion, lock arms on that. Because my question is, what did All In get you, sucker? What did it get you? Huh? And y'all went all in to keep up with us, and it got you nothing. And yes, if y'all want to count Super Bowl appearances, sure, I'll give you a cookie for that. But real fans are not awarding almost. You got to either get it done or you don't. I'm not hearing no almost nothing. It's Petty Monday. But so when I was coming with my chest out like that, and then I'm going to take some calls. I'm going to hear from y'all today. I ain't going to just hog the whole show. I'm going to take some calls. But check this out. Y'all feel me on this. So then Rodney, this is why I'm going to say y'all need to be like Rodney. Y'all hear me out. So Rodney say, please stop defending Jerry. It's been 30 years since Jerry has been to a Super Bowl. Why are Cowboy fans happy with talking about the past? So Rodney keeping it real with me, and he's obviously one of them Cowboy fans that's angry. I can dig it. So I was like, all right, let me talk to the homie. I said, read the room, fam. Enjoy the Philly Stomp Out show. Lecture me next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, let me let you know what time it is. Just pick your timing, big dog. That's all I was saying. Pick your timing. I'm in Stomp Out mode right now. Let's talk real football in about a week. And let's talk anger about the Cowboys and what they didn't and did not do next week. But right now, it's Stump Show. Let's stump these balls out. And this is why I appreciated a dude like Rodney, because at first he was in his mode. He said, and if we gotta spit facts, he was going at your boy. He said, and if we gotta spit facts, let's remember that Jerry was co-GM with Jimmy. I'm a Cowboy fan for life, but I'm tired of glorifying the past when our current team status is disappointing. And I said, okay, cool. So I said, all right. I said, if you tired, take a nap. Now, can I talk my shit to my enemy for one day without the Emmitt Smith style lectures on shit I don't control? You know, because at that point I was like, bro, come on, bro. Like, I already told you that this is a stump out show. But then he must have read it late, because he did come back. I want to show you why I say be like Rodney, because he peeped it. He said, okay, gotcha. He said, I got your point. Carry on and torch the hell out of them birds. Clap it up. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, it's a whole lot of Cowboy fans that would have stayed in their emotions right then. But because I got a little bit snappy with the homie. You know what I'm saying? Because he was mad. So I'm like, bro, can I go and smack on these dudes without getting lectured by you real quick, big dog? Like I'm over here defending Jerry. And he was like, got you. And that's what I'm talking about. That's how we need to rock on Philly. And I mean that. So hold on real quick, man. Let's take some calls real quick, man. And then we go move on to the next thing real quick. Because we go really talk about this pettiness. We go also talk about some football. Because we go do both. We go talk about, damn. Hold on real quick. I got to fix that. Y'all give me 1 second, man. I'm going to fly this plane real quick. You know, I had some technical difficulties, but the phone is on. Y'all call on in. Let's talk. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about too, man. We got the phone lines on. Y'all give me 1 second, man. Let me fix that. I just got me a quick fix for that. Y'all give me 1 second. There it is. I'm just also waiting on y'all to call on in. If y'all don't, I'm gonna keep going on my pettiness. But give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Boom. There it is. All right. Let me fix the other one. Hold on real quick. Coach Maul says the perfect time for you. Yeah, I got the phone lines open, man. So y'all call on in. I'm waiting on y'all to call in, and if y'all don't call in, y'all know I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. Let me fix one more button though. If y'all don't call in by the time I get to my next button, y'all know I'm gonna just move on. And then, all right, so let me fix this one real quick. All right, give me 1 second. And then I'm gonna move on and talk about it. I'll keep the phones open though, especially because I'm being petty. I can always stop being petty for a second to talk to Cowboy Nation. All right, so yeah, and that's surprising that, hey, the phone's working okay? Is the phone's working okay? Because it's kind of surprising. Oh, there it is. I was like, why ain't nobody call? Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Jessica, what's up? What's up, Jessica? Jessica.
We put the TV off so they won't fight you.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay.
I was trying to get my TV down so they wouldn't fight you.
Okay. What's up, Jessica?
Not much. I'm just not understanding these people. I mean, what's with y'all Cowboys fans? Either you are DC for life. Do you not know DC for life is not for only when we win? It is, I mean, not just winning. It's when we lose or when, you know what I mean? Both ways, man. Y'all need to get over it. The season is over. It's getting ready to go to draft. So y'all need to get over y'all madness, because that ain't going to solve nothing. That's only giving you high blood pressure. You better get yourself together. And to those Eagles fans, don't nobody care about them She-Goals fans. They sit up there booing all quarterback, talking all that noise before the game. And what happened? That's why I posted that. I'm just with Jack Face on there, with the Eagles with Jack Face on there. I'm just checking with this guy.
No, man, that's real. Exactly.
He was trying to see if y'all still flying high. Oh, it hurts to lose, right? Come on, y'all. They was in every chat. Why they at now? They done got ghost now, ain't they? They were always on everybody's line talking all that yin-yang. Now they done got ghosts. Don't get scared now. Pop back up. What you got?
Yeah, where y'all let down? Where y'all let down?
5 rings, baby. 5 rings still top your one. They never get old.
Yeah.
Their Super Bowls never get old. They get better. You get more. You gotta get more. Catch up. Catch up.
Catch up.
Y'all want to sit there and be all petty and booing our quarterback because when they gave him the award, the Walt Hayden Manning, Walter Hayden award, y'all get mad and hate on the man and talk crazy about him, talking about, oh, he can catch that, but he can't. Man, get out of here. Dak ain't the one made mistakes with interceptions. The interception happened because the receivers were in place. So shut up. It's going to take the quarterback and his whole offensive line to go down there and get a win, to get in the red zone, and they got to catch the ball. So shut up. Get over it already. It is getting ready to be another season. Either you're going to be with them or you're not. Nobody got time for you to keep on talking about, I'm still mad. I'm still mad. Keep putting, I'm still mad. You know, nobody want to keep saying that. We laughing and talking about how them these she-girls being petty. Y'all want to call us petty? We ain't being petty.
No.
We just laughing at y'all. Y'all talked all that noise. Y'all talking about y'all gonna go get a ring. Y'all can get your second ring. Oh, he beat that. He beat that. He is not better than that. Dak owns them.
He is
and
not better than that.
It is not 8-3. Because that other loss was on Cooper Rush QB record. Dak was not there. So he's a quarterback, Dak a quarterback. That don't go on Dak record. Dak is 8-2. He owns those Seagulls. Right. Nobody cares.
Right.
Y'all ain't flying. Y'all still flying high? Did y'all go eat some more horse boo-boo?
Ooh.
Y'all was down there eating on that horse doo-doo. I got rid of those memes. I had that meme. I said, let me get rid of it. It's just nasty. It's just nasty.
Disgusting. They are very disgusting.
And you held it in your mouth, whether you swallowed it out. You had it in your freaking mouth. You're nasty.
Yeah.
Who eats horse doo-doo? Who put horse boo-boo in their mouth?
They low class.
You destroyed your town.
Yeah,
you tore your town. Tore down your town. Burnt it.
Yeah.
Man, you don't do that when your team wins. You're supposed to celebrate. You're supposed to have fun with it. You don't sit up here and destroy your town. You don't sit up here and go down and get on your knees, on your hands and knees and put horse boo-boo in your mouth and take pictures and snap it and do all that. Yeah, that's so nasty and gross. Horse doo-doo people. Y'all ain't talking all that noise now, is you? You ain't got ghosts on us, huh?
They try.
Y'all was in everybody's chat talking all that noise. Fly, eagle, fly. Oh, we gonna do this.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna do this. Oh, we gonna get out. Oh, we gonna do this. We better than y'all.
Right.
We better than y'all. Dak trash. No, Dak ain't trash, baby. This man does surpass. He good on the field and off the field.
Yeah.
He needs help.
Yeah.
You gonna say the quarterback gonna need help? A quarterback, who he gonna throw to? Himself? The quarterback supposed to run the ball by himself, throw the ball up in there, and then glad catch his own ball. Dude, get out of here. The receivers gotta be on point. And the offensive line, we need help on the offensive line. I'm sorry, man. I got upset with Tyron Smith out there. He's old, but why is you? Who is you blocking? Ain't you blocking an airman? Ain't nobody there. Then you let the man sack back, and you were just looking at him run past you to sack your own quarterback. You over here boxing there, air boxing, air blocking. Bro, come on. We need somebody out there that's going to protect our quarterback so he can do what he needs to do. And we got that we done got rid of that cancer. So it's time for y'all to be happy, man. The cancer, the Dak problem is gone. Man, why can't y'all rejoice and say, ooh, I'm ready to see how Dak gonna ball. Man, I know Dak gonna do his thing. Dak done showed y'all he know how to read a defense.
Yeah.
How do you think we won all them games in big numbers? Dak was hanging up the plays, you dumb idiot. Did you not hear? I'm sorry. Did y'all not hear out there on the mic?
Oh. Yeah, but Jessica, man, I so appreciate it, man. The energy
I'm
that you
sorry,
bring.
y'all. I ain't trying to make
you
nobody
good,
mad.
you good. I
I'm just
appreciate it.
saying, it's petty, what y'all say?
No, it's
Cake
Petty
Monday or whatever.
Monday. Yeah. Enjoy.
Go, don't eat the horse, dude.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Appreciate the call, Jessica. That was a good call by Jessica. Now check this out. And see, that's real, man. She right on that we should be excited for what's getting ready to happen with Dak, especially we seeing that we making some of the right changes. I want to talk about a couple of more things to her point that she made a good point. Hold on, we got us another call. Let me take another call before we get into some of the pettiness. Boss Cowboy Sports.
What's going on, boss?
Hey, what's up? You got me up in the background?
No, I moved away from the TV.
Okay, what you got, big dog? And who am I speaking with?
This is Josh.
What's up, Josh?
What's going on, man? So, for me, I feel like I'm gonna take Petty Monday a little different way.
Okay.
I feel like I'm really excited that Dak is gonna have Mike McCarthy calling the plays.
Yeah.
Because to me, if you really look at the Buccaneers game versus the 49ers game, they look different.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like Mike McCarthy stepped in and said, "Hey Jerry, let me call this game. We win it." And honestly, I ain't trying to be internally petty, but I think Mike McCarthy set up Kellen Moore to lose his job. Because
explain that theory.
To me, I feel like he went to Jerry and said, "Watch me call this game," and I'm sure they obliterate. And we killed the Buccaneers. Team looked different. Dak was perfect. Every play call was what we needed. We had more rushing attempts than we had passing attempts. That's how you know it was Mike McCarthy's hand on that.
Ooh.
So then, if we flip it to the 49ers game. The 49ers game first, if Tony Pollard stays in that, we win that game. Let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a tale of two games. I felt we abandoned the run too quick. We had Dak, again, trying to throw 35, 40 times. That's Kellen, as you said, he's a crack beam when it comes to passing the football. He is.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as Zeke tiptoed, slipped, and fell for 1 or 2 yards, counted. Damn that. Hey, we I don't know who we're going to throw it to, but 4-yard digs. Let's do it.
Yep. 4-yard digs. 4-yard digs.
4-yard digs. Everybody across the field. 4-yard digs.
Yeah.
So
that's what happened.
And explain this to me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Noah Brown being targeted like a number one? At one point in time, Noah Brown was getting more targets than CeeDee Lamb and Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, it was our system.
Just help me to understand, in what system does that work?
I mean, it's one of those things, that system stuff work on weak teams, but you ain't gonna win no championship with that.
Right. No.
Them games too competitive, man. You ain't win no championship with that BS. And see, like, obviously I'm on petty, and I'm being extremely petty right now, but we go get back on football and how to win a championship, because that's what this channel is about. We just taking a break to slap these balls real quick, but yeah, man, you right, man. It had a bad smell. See, because this is one of the things that really gave me a bad smell.
Right.
Is when Kellen Moore ran the ball 21 times versus San Francisco last year. Mm-hmm. Now, they was saying coming out of that game that we needed to commit to the run and we need to be more physical. He ran the ball in the revenge game 22 times.
He said, "I gave you one more, man. What can you ask for?"
Right.
I did my job. No, but that's why I say again, that was a tale of two games.
It was.
I really do in my heart, man. I feel like Mike McCarthy went to Jerry. He said, man, watch this, straight up. And then the next game, he was like, I'm going to take my hands off of it. I'm gonna give Kellen full reign to run what his style of offense, whatever scheme system you want to say he does, And look, it just looks like a different game, man. It looked really vanilla. We got back to that same Cowboy running the ball on first down every time. We got back just the rhythm. And when we get in that rhythm against teams, they just blow us out, man. It seems like everybody plays their best game against us. Don't know why. I guess they want to, be on the lights, whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you can't get vanilla in those moments. The last thing I want to say, because I'm gonna get petty with Petty Monday, is first and foremost, I keep receipts. So Jalen Hurts is y'all savior this year, but last year he was Antichrist.
Ooh.
Because I keep receipts.
Ooh.
Remember when we dropped 50 on him? They put up Jalen Hurts talking about he was talking about you got to flush this game like a turd. It was just something stupid. But anyway, they all year after that we put up 50 on him. Is Jalen Hurts the answer at quarterback? They were talking about, hey, they need to draft the next year's quarterback or whatever. They need to trade, because if you really think about it, Gardner Minshew came to compete with Hurts for the starting job. If he was that good, why are they bringing in somebody equal to his talent?
Right. No, I agree, man. Yeah, it's can we add the ante on pettiness just real quick? Then I'm gonna get back to the cut. Let me just add to what you said too.
Go ahead.
Y'all do realize that we wanted Hurts to be our backup quarterback for Dak.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. We were talking about that in the draft, because they said, oh, Hurts is still there in the second round. He'd be a steal. And again, that's where he was. So yeah, talking about bringing him to backup Dak, I do remember that.
Yeah, we wanted him to be. And see, this is the thing, and what get me with them is a lot of times they get real. What's the word? They get real sensitive about Hurts,
right.
And it's like, bro, we liked Hurts too, dog, but we just viewed him as Dak's backup.
Absolutely.
And one guy was like, Dallas has a problem with black quarterbacks. One of the content creators. I'm like, bro, all right, listen, let's just keep it real. We was looking at your current black quarterback to be our backup. Yeah. Right. And, also, real quick, I had to educate him on the history that Rodney Peete, y'all starting quarterback in the 90s, was a backup to Aikman. It's just not our fault that y'all, the people that y'all worship, are our backups.
Right. Yeah, that's a real Philly thing to do.
Yeah. So, man, but I appreciate the call, big dog, man. I'm going to get back to this content, but, man, I appreciate your words, bro. Yeah, Hurts
I got
nice.
you, bro. Hey, keep it up, bro.
Thank you, bro. And, yeah, Hurts is nice. And, see, I want to be clear on that, J-Rod. Hurts is nice. He is. And if I'm going to be balanced in my analysis and be honest, Hurts did grow a lot from just the experience of getting to the Super Bowl. Because when you play like he played in the Super Bowl, there is nothing else for him to fear. It does make him dangerous. So let's talk about football for a second, because obviously we gonna be petty, but I want to talk about football because I want to be responsible while talking about the future. Then we gonna talk about Emmitt. I'm gonna take a break and talk about Emmitt. I really want to get into that Emmitt thing, and then we go kind of, go from there on the pettiness. But yeah, y'all hear me out though when we talking about Hurts. See, Hurts, from more kind of common sense, you would think that he's exponentially trending in the right direction. And for the most part, he is, right? But it's some concerns that if they are forward thinking, that they got some potential problems coming. And they really do have a window that can close real fast. So I was listening to the Best of Business podcast tonight with some Philly content creators. And I didn't even know this, but now I notice I'm going to do more research on this. But they were saying that they got 8 starters on defense on 1-year contracts.
Oh, hell no.
So everybody that wanted Dallas to go all in, Dallas go all in, we need you to be like Philly, go all in. Would you want to have 8 people on defense on 1-year contracts?
Oh, hell no.
See, on offense, yeah, they got a lot of people locked up. AJ Brown locked up for the most part. Devontae Smith locked up. They will do it. And see, this is the other thing. Because they pumping up Hurts so high, he gonna be a market-setting quarterback. Because they keep calling him Mahomes. See, when you keep calling him Mahomes like y'all doing, he gonna have to get paid like Mahomes. And y'all doing that. So let's talk about this from football, but as well as pettiness. Let's just keep it real. Are y'all gonna run the ball the way y'all been running the ball after giving him a contract? Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, man. Appreciate the super chat. My boy Matt, you really blessing us. I appreciate. He said, enjoy the show. You're the best. Love the show, man. I appreciate it, man. Man, major kind words. I really do appreciate that. Especially in this community, for y'all to say stuff like that with as much talent as we have in this community. That does mean a lot. I appreciate it. And it's a lot of good people in this community, man. I'm glad that you one of the people that see me and the OC as one of the best or the best. And that's no insult to anybody else, because some people feel like they the best. But we appreciate y'all that really believe in the content that we do over here. You know, and you know, we feel humbled by that. I appreciate the super chats as well as the words behind it. But we just talking football. If we just talking football, right? Are y'all really, come on. Are y'all really gonna run Hurts the way y'all running Hurts on his first rookie contract? No, bruh. Come on. Hold on. Let me hit the button. Because if you do, you're stupid. Yeah. Because you're stupid. See, this is the thing about Dak. Y'all remember early Dak. I remember early Dak too. See, remember early Dak on his first contract when he was only getting paid $600,000 per year, right? What was Dak doing? Diving, running over people. He was fearless. He was a younger version of Hurts, but better. And he was better. And let me be clear on that. Dak year 1 was a better version of Hurts is right now. And yes, I did say that. Yeah, I don't hold that back at all. He was a better version. Okay, if anybody go look at what Dak had to deal with, dealing with Dez coming off a broken ankle, Witten was 90 years old. He was the 4th string quarterback that had no offseason with his weapons. None. Now, Dumby's gonna say everything was perfect when Dak was a rookie. He had Zeke. But people who really know football know better. It was nothing perfect with what Dak was working with. He had to go out there and have instant chemistry with people he had no offseason with. And yet, his numbers, passing-wise, is almost identical to Hurts' MVP-like season. So if that's how Dak started, you are crazy to think that Hurts is just better than him. No, that's just crazy. That's not even common sense. And you mean to tell me, if we using our common sense and not going with the hype and the cries and the national media and the Philly content creators that do a bunch of capping and a bunch of lies. But if we using our common sense, you mean to tell me if you gave young Dak, a young AJ Brown, and a young D Smith, that he wouldn't have been even better as a rookie? See, it's only when you the quarterbacks of the Dallas Cowboys where people give your running back credit for your throwing success. I'm going to say that again. It's only when you the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys where people literally gave Zeke credit for Dak's throwing success. So yeah, man, like, so I have no problem being petty and telling the truth that Jalen Hurts, just like Rodney Peete, was at best the backup to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, Hurts did fall into a good situation at Philly. It was a perfect situation. A perfect situation. He got with a team that was going to develop him, foster him, build around him, and don't take away from him. See, they did. Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. I know we've been petty, but let's also keep it real. What Philly did was better to Hurts than what Dallas did to Dak. Think about it. What they did was better. Because guess what? They was like, is this guy our future? The only way we gonna know is we're gonna weapon him up ourselves. What did Dallas do? When Dak was rolling and he was on historic paces his first 2 years, what did we do? We took away from Dak and said, we're going to give you receiver by committee. So I guarantee you this. This is the only thing that appreciate the super chat. He says facts, spit them facts, boss. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna tell him the truth, bro. You know, I'm gonna speak my mind.
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
I'm gonna speak my mind. And see, this is the deal, man. Just keeping it all the way funky, keeping it all the way real. This is the one thing that makes Philly dangerous going forward, is they're not dumb enough to go to Hurts and say, you know what, we feel like you're gonna be better if we take away Brown. If we take away AJ Brown, see, that's the one thing about Philly that they're not gonna do. See, they not gonna do Hurts like we did Dak. They not gonna franchise tag him. They not gonna throw his name under mud to the media like Steven did Jerry. They not gonna do all that. They not gonna be talking about the days of Romo, all the dumb stuff we did to our own quarterback. That wee woo.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
See, yeah, Dallas was on that wee woo BS. Let's see, that's the part we not gonna get from Philly. You know what I mean? And that's where we got to do better by Dak. Because just imagine if we wouldn't have picked Kellen Moore over Amari Cooper. When we saw CeeDee Lamb getting all those doubles versus San Fran, you mean to tell me they would have been doubling CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper wouldn't have went ape crazy? And it's a reason why you seeing, let's keep it all the way real, CeeDee Lamb as well as Micah Parsons really trying to pound the table for us to get more weapons. But let me go back to being petty. We go get back into how to fix the Cowboys in the near future. Let me get back to the pettiness, because pettiness feels just a little bit better right now. And then he said, my boy Sam4One said, boss, you're by far my favorite creator. You break the Cowboys like no other. You and the OC are some sharp brothers, bro, man. You know, we greatly appreciate that, dog. He said, keep it up, man. Yeah, we appreciate that. And I appreciate y'all, because y'all also very smart fans. Y'all really push us a lot to really have to come with our best, because we already know if we giving y'all that wee woo, we gonna get called out. We already know that. We already know that's how it work over here.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
So we can't come with that wee woo, and so y'all really push us to really fight to try to bring y'all just facts, because without facts we would lose credibility real quick. So, but just imagine that. Just imagine if we would have kept that. Let me go back to the pettiness. All right, so here we go. The petty time. Cause see, this is also, in my opinion, and I'm gonna cover this fast, and then I'm gonna get to football. I'm gonna go right back to football. We're gonna take some more calls. But this is real right here, man. Philly, you was just trash. You was classless. Yeah, we being petty today. Yeah, you was classless. You was grade A garbage. You had a choice on your karma with the football gods. You really did have a choice. You could have chose to win a Super Bowl, but you elected to boo the Walter Payton Man of the Year. And that's real slimy of you. You're a slime ball, Philly. That was real low of you. Because see, it's one thing to not like Dak because he's against, and he's a person that in your division. Okay, the competitor side of you should make you not like the opponent. I'm not gonna front like I always love Hurts. When we play Hurts, I want Hurts slapped. Hold on. My boy Matt say this fan base deserves Super Bowl soon. You're the best, boss. And guys, I appreciate that, Matt. But see, this the deal, man. Just keeping it all the way real. Some things can't be just about the fact that they're a divisional opponent. Because when Dak talked about the reasons why, and I want y'all to stay with me on this. When Dak talked about the reasons that made him commit to the community was based on his brother and his mom. And see, I'm getting angry right now, Philly. Just because of the boo was so goddamn disrespectful. If you got kids around, you might want to get them and move them real quick, because I might start getting in my mode as I'm thinking about that boo. Because it's pissing me off just to think about it. So we got our quarterback that literally stood up and he spoke about what drove him to good community works. And he talked about his mom who died of cancer. And he talked about his brother who, from depression, committed suicide. Very open stuff that most people wouldn't tell anybody. And he dedicated his life to the community to try to help with these causes. And Philly literally had the nerve to boo. So it's not even about the man of the year, more so. It was what was behind the man of the year. Y'all so cheap and sorry and low class that you couldn't put down your wanna be our rival so damn bad that you couldn't look and say that this man is doing good works behind major pain. Y'all was so damn classless. And this is what I don't like about you funky content creators that represent Philly. Y'all don't call that bullshit out. See, it's at some point, because this is one thing y'all go see I do that a lot of them don't do. I call out our BS. Yeah, see, Petty Tuesday started from me calling out our fans. For when, because we had fans that was literally saying we getting ready to lose against Tampa. But see, y'all can eat shit. Y'all can boo a man that was really doing good works behind his precious mama. Some things gotta be bigger than a funk ass rivalry. And you're not our damn rival anyway. You're not even our rival. But you so classless and wanna be us so bad, your funky selves. You wanna be us so bad that you literally sitting in a privileged situation in the Super Bowl and you couldn't let go of your hate. So the football guys observed you fools. And you was found guilty, you motherfuckers. I told you to get your kids out the way because that one slipped. I'm just so pissed at that because that is beyond low. That is beyond low that a man is literally talking about his dead mom and his dead brother that caused him the good works, and you funky Philly people sitting in privileged seats in the Super Bowl, meaning y'all paid big money for that, still had to act low class trash rats. You was some rats on Booing Dak, and I'm petty enough to tell you to your damn face, you a rat for that, Philly. You are a rat. You are a rat, and you petty. And let me and see now that is. So then when I look around, and my boy Philly say, Philly Mike, did the Cowboys win something last night? They tweeted from 10 p.m. last night, all through the morning and still going. Yeah, we got the privilege of getting revenge on a fan base that booed Dak for good works. Now get this work, and we gonna give you suckers this work. Yes, this is Thanos boss. Y'all done brought out Thanos boss. For real talk, bruh. See, y'all brought out Thanos boss with that BS. See, I wasn't even talking about you fucking green dookie dogs. I wasn't saying a word. Because we lost, and I was sitting back, man. Concentrate on the draft, take your L, man up, come up with some ideas to help your team win. You ain't got nothing to say about Philly right now, just chill out. But then you fucking boys boo Dak. Man, fuck y'all. For real. That's too much. That's too much, and I'm glad. And it felt wonderful, not for y'all just to lose. It was how you lost. It was how you lost. Because let me ask you a question. Question for you Philly fans and you Philly content creators that was silent on that low class bull crap. And some of you Dallas Cowboy fans that was some apologists to that bull crap that they was doing, booing Dak. Let me ask y'all a question. Does Philly win that game if Hurst doesn't fumble the football? Yeah, that's how I know it was the football gods. Yeah, and see, this is why this ain't funny right here, bro. Look at this comment. My bro said, I lost my dad from cancer. That was sad to boo him. You should be a dog. Exactly, bro. See, that's what's pissing me off right now. And then they got the nerve to try to be victims. And they got the nerve, y'all tweeting about us. Man, we don't give a damn about y'all. Your one ring having ass. No, we don't care about y'all. No, but what we care about is some decency and some respect. And y'all show neither. And then y'all got the nerve like we woke up. Cause we jealous of you fucking. Listen, man, nobody with 5 rings is ever gonna be jealous of no one ring carrying ass Philly.
It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring.
Yeah, so yeah, I got some football to talk about, but before I do, I need to lay into you funky boys, man, and be petty. Cause y'all was extremely petty. Extremely petty. That was super petty. Let's keep it all the way real, bro. I don't know why, and this is why I hate about them. They act like we supposed to respect them.
I be trying to figure out, like, why I want you to be loyal to them. They ain't loyal to you. I don't really get this.
Yeah, and that old fucking ring that they have was given to them. They should have no rings. If they was judged according to the standard of Dez on the catch, they was given that. And somebody say, real quick, my boy Nick say, this is hilarious. I'm here for all the pettiness. Like, Nick, listen, we got to give it to them, Nick, because they deserve it. Nick, am I lying though? Have I told one lie on how they deserve not just the loss, but it was how they lost? All the cockiness, all the arrogance. Let's keep going on the pettiness as we go to church real quick and look at the the funeral of Philly. Let's go look at them in their casket. Law Nation made that. Y'all make sure y'all follow Law Nation, man. Law is a fool. Law made this. But let's keep talking about their arrogance. And they got the nerve to try to pretend that we're arrogant. Let's look at their arrogance. Their little fucking self was ahead. And let's just talk about this. They was ahead and had the nerve to try to pretend like they was go gesture like they wasn't dealing with some lions. And it's a shame, can we keep it real, that Hurts had to stop his own his own head coach from being a fool. And see, so he out there trolling a lion before the game is over. You fool, you cocky, low-class, ghetto rat fool. Yeah. And that's why you got what you deserve, dog. So like when we kind of minding, we over here minding our business. You know, we over here, you know, obviously we don't like you, Philly, or nobody in our division. That's cool. That goes with being in our division. I ain't supposed to like you. But when you get a win and you say, how about them Eagles? Who you referring to, sucker? Who was you referring to, Nick? Who was you referring to? You was referring to Dallas with that wee-woo. And it's sad that Hurts literally got more class than the head coach. Where the head coach was like, Hurts over here, like, you don't see these cameras in our face? And you wanna have this air of cockiness and confidence, like we got this game under control, like we getting ready to just run Kansas City up out of here? Nah, bro, y'all deserve all this pettiness and y'all go get it. All that capping y'all was doing, all that Hurts way better than Dak, all that old fake, super fake comparisons trying to call Hassan Reddick on the level of Micah Parsons, all that old popcorn stats that you're trying to compare a real dog to a role player defensive end. Man, if you don't go sit down. But man, listen, let me take a call, and then I'm gonna have to talk about some of our people too, just a little bit. Let me take some call. We're gonna take us a quick break. We're gonna take some calls. We're gonna open up the phone lines on Petty Monday. But that Dak one was the one that really pissed me off. It was the Dak one. It was the Dak one that drove me to doing this show. It was like, nah, I can't let them make it on that. Like, cause I know Coach Marv. Coach Marv ain't gonna probably say a word on this show, cause he all about football. He'll be back when we talking football. But I had to do him. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, boss. This is Rodney.
Hey, what's up, Rodney?
Hey, great show. Listen to you, OC, Law, West Coast. You guys do a great, phenomenal job.
Appreciate it.
Now, getting to the pettiness.
Okay.
Dude, I put the same point about them having to deal with karma, booing Dak.
Yup.
On my Facebook page, and I've got at least 30 Eagle fans from my days growing up in New Jersey, and I sent it specifically to them. I was like, see, this is one of the reasons why you can't have nice, classy stuff.
Yep.
And I told them that.
Exactly.
But yeah. I mean, that really pissed me off. I mean, yeah. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if it was us and it was one of their players, do you think we would do that? Hell
no. No, we would have done that.
No, we would just like clap them up and everything. And like, yeah, hey, all due respect, that's some things most men, like African American men, do not like to talk about.
Exactly.
As far as personal stuff,
right?
Especially out in the public and
you say
even
that?
to a doctor.
What?
Most African Americans do not like to talk about stuff like that.
Right.
personal family, medical history, and depression, suicide. It happens a whole lot more. It's just some people just, again, they fall the other ways as far as trying to go ahead and deal with that with other things like the drugs and getting all squared on about that. But the problem is that, I'm tough. You're talking from someone who grew up in the Northeast that also had family that lived in the hood. So I know in the streets of Newark, New Jersey, and also in the other areas. Yeah, exactly. That's something you never, ever grew up and talked about. And I'm an old head, and I'm 56. So you know that was nothing like that was ever discussed, even in family circles. But this man took it on his mission to go ahead and try and make good. If he could save one life, that's what his mission is to do. At least save one life, to point them in the right direction, to say, hey, you don't want to go through it alone. You don't have to go through it alone. There's a support network to help you get through it. And I commend the man for him to do it.
Exactly.
And for Philly fans to be that class, no, they're lower than gutter trash.
They trash.
I'm sorry.
Rat.
No.
Rats.
Let's see. They are a single cell organism. That's what they is. They're a single cell organism. That's what it is.
Ooh, explain it. Ooh.
I think
you talking like a doctor now. You confusing me. You got to explain that.
Oh no.
Single-cell organism.
Okay. Bacteria is a single cell organism. All it is just, and once a bacteria gets what it wants, and then it grows, it multiplies and multiplies and multiplies, it only has one job.
Ooh. Wee. And see, to your point, some guys, Philly Eagle 843, listening to you explain how black men usually never talk about the taboo things that he talked about. Doctor, debts, cancer. Hearing you talk, the slimy rat eagle that this dude is said this clearly shows Cowboy fans are pathetic. So now he calling us pathetic for asking him to have a little bit more class than to boo a man that's pledging his life to fight cancer, dog. Is that okay for you not to be that trash as a human over football? Is that asking you too much? Philly Eagle 843? And that's why we telling you, y'all so silly, you don't even see that karma was instant on you dummies.
And besides, Cowboy fans, we live in Eagles heads rent free 24/7, 365 anyway. So True. Yeah, man, but this is trash. This is a perfect example of the type of trash that we're talking about, that Rodney is talking about, as well as I'm talking about. So if y'all think we making this up, this is one of those types that we talking about. So we not making this up. Don't pretend to be a victim now, because you heard this man laying it out. Rodney laid it out clear. He was not petty. I was petty. But Rodney was very concise. He was very cool in his presentation of why it was classless. And you chose to be that anyway, dog. What else you got, Rodney? Also, City of Philadelphia, they are cursed with the number 3. They lost in the World Series. They lost in the MLS Cup. And now they lost in the Super Bowl. That has not happened to a city in a long time for to lose 3 championships in a 1-year period.
Ooh, Rodney. Ooh, clap it up for
Rodney. It might be number 4 with the Sixers.
Oh man, Rodney. Ooh, Rodney was. See, they listening too. They just hurt. He was just one of the few that was crazy enough to say something. But they listening, yeah, and I'm talking about y'all because y'all pathetic. Now, the ones that's classic, I'm clearly not talking about y'all. I'm clearly not talking about Philly fans who knew better. Rodney, can we say one more thing too that's worse about them booing? It was the fact that it was the rich people doing it. Because you wasn't sitting in them seats unless you paid some guap.
Oh, yeah.
That's the higher class Philly that's like that. That wasn't even the lower class Philly. That was the highest class of Philly that did that.
Yeah, what was the price of the tickets that were going for like $5,000?
Right.
Maybe or more?
Right. Those are
the whole. Yeah, trust me, that. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So you spending $5,000 for some tickets, but you couldn't. Y'all supposed to be the highest class of Philly. If that's the highest class of Philly, what do you think?
Oh gosh.
So nah, they deserve it. But Rodney, let me get back to this content, man. Let me get back to this content because I gotta get on Emmitt now. It's Emmitt time. It's time to talk about it.
Okay.
We appreciate that call, right. Rodney. Call back too. All right.
No problem, boss. All right.
That was Rodney, man. That was Rodney. And so here we go. Let's talk about this. Let's just now. Before we get into this Emmitt thing, I'm gonna slow down and talk about this because this one. Hold on. Let me first take these super chats. Hold on. No, let me take it. No, hold on. Before we go to Emmitt, I'm gonna take one more call. Here we go. Let me take another call. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Damn them damn Eagles. That's why they ass long.
Ha! It's Coach Small. What's up, Coach? What's up, Coach? I didn't think you was gonna call in today because I'm being petty. I know how you don't like pettiness. You like to keep it busy.
No, you being petty. Hey man, this ain't surprising, man. I know you already went over it. Man, they cheered when a guy had when Michael Irvin in the vet almost got paralyzed when he had that play. They cheered then.
Yeah.
Yeah. They showed you then who they were.
Right.
That's who they are.
Yep.
You man, listen, when you throw snowballs and beat snowballs at Santa Claus, when you got kids in the stands that believe in Santa Claus, I mean, you just show who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why they're at the point of dismay. The eagle has landed. They got shot out the sky like those UFOs that they get shot out the sky. They got shot down right out the sky. And when I saw that thing about, I had just saw the thing about the Hurts stopping that clown that's coached. They caught lightning in a bottle this year. That's all it was, lightning in a bottle. That clown that's coach. When you have to have the quarterback be more mature than the head coach. That speaks volumes about that franchise and who they got running it and who their coach is.
Yeah.
They would talk all the crazy stuff. And I'm glad you brought up Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you on their case. So when we get to the football aspect, I sent you a text, boss, and I want you you check that text out, and when you tell me why they so pumped up like they gonna dominate the NFC East for years, their ass is about to go down like the Hindenburg. 17 free agents, 9 starters.
Yeah, on defense. Yeah. Ooh.
And guess what? We talking about going to get a guy. We talking about going to get a guy from Washington. No. If we really want to hurt him really bad, Jerry, end up your money, go get Hargrave out of there.
Ooh.
And then turn that around and say, but right with that same guy.
I like the plan.
This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying, we look at this. We look at this. They thought they had already walked in the game and won, and they were going to do all this and do all that. Man, let me tell you something. Your character, you can't fall away from your character, and eventually, it's gonna show up. and that's when it showed up at that time. Why you booed Dak Prescott? Let me tell you something. We have to separate. The Man of the Year award is a separation from football.
Right.
It is given to a guy that wins the NFL, that is an employee of the NFL.
Right.
But it is given to the guy that does the most charitable contribution and stands up for the community of the employee of the National Football League.
Right.
That's all it's about. That has nothing to do with passing or touchdowns. There were no all-pros standing up there that was nominated from all those teams. There was guys that were nominated from those teams that had done remarkable things in their community. And as a black man, as Dak Prescott is, we don't hear about all the stuff that they do in the community in any way, because we always hear about the negative stuff, but they do a lot of stuff with the community and a lot of charity and enlighten a lot of lives. This guy had tragedy in his life, and listen, he should have got the award for all the flack he takes from his own goddamn fans.
Hey, Coach, hold on. Coach, since I got you on the phone, let's get off petty. Can we talk football? Because I'm going to talk football with you.
Yeah.
Because we got Coach on the phone. So we got Coach on the phone, and I see y'all super chats. I'm going to get to him. I already said I saved your super chats. I'm not going to forget about y'all. But real quick, let's talk about the game. So I was watching the game, Coach, with Kansas City. And I know we gonna talk about this a lot more in detail going forward, because I am gonna do a breakdown show of the lessons to really learn from the game. I just want to go through it a little bit with you.
Yeah.
Did you notice the balance of Kansas City? Like, I noticed a lot of people want to talk about the throwing of Mahomes, but I know you noticed it. Can we talk about the balance and the common sense and the genius of the offense from Kansas City, as well as Philly too? But I want to talk about Kansas City. What's your thoughts on that, Coach?
I spoke about that. I was on a long show earlier today, and listen, Andy Reid has, even though Andy Reid is a Hall of Fame coach, he has matured and grown in his play calling and his strategy. Because one time Andy Reid, when he was at Philadelphia, he never wanted to run the football.
Yeah.
But at Kansas City early, he didn't want to run the football. But Andy Reid did one of the smartest things that you could take from a NFL coach in this game. Him, and I'm gonna give Eric Bieniemy a lot of credit for that, because he is a run guy first, because that's what he was, a running back. So he helped Andy Reid a great deal of coordinating the running game into that offense that Andy Reid had. But Andy Reid said 2 years ago when they lost the Super Bowl, he said to himself about 2 years ago when they lost the Super Bowl, when the game was tight against Tampa Bay, it wasn't an all-the-way blowout. They threw the ball 49 times, 27 for 49 to score 9 points. They only ran the ball with their running back 9 times in that game against Tampa Bay. They allowed Tampa Bay to get them one-dimensional because they put themselves one-dimensional and they hunted the quarterback. So what Andy Reid said? Andy Reid said, I have lost one of my receivers. I lost one of the better receivers in the league because we had to trade him because of the salary thing. So we get rid of him. I bring in a couple of guys off a couple of guys that we picked up. They're not all world guys, but I brought them in to do specific jobs to help us out during the league year. But Kelsey's going to be the guy, and we're going to put those skill sets in right places to make plays, or I'm going to design plays for them to get easy catches wide open.
Yep.
And then what I'm going to do, we always talk about in football how you keep the offense off the field so they can lose their rhythm. But know this, people, you can do the same thing with a defense. You can get a defense out of his rhythm. How you get a defense out of his rhythm? You don't allow the Philadelphia Eagles to get comfortable in pass rushing every down. You make them defend the run, so they can get comfortable about getting to the quarterback and doing all these moves, because you have bust them in the mouth by running the football, and you continue to run the football down 10 points in the Super Bowl, come out of half with a team that you had to really stop, but you stayed to your game plan.
Right.
And what you did is you kept people off of Patrick Mahomes. You made the game more simpler for him because Andy Reid knew he couldn't go out there and throw it 49 times because he don't have the receivers to throw the ball 49 times in the game, even though he got Patrick Mahomes. He had to control the game, and he had to run the ball, and he said, if I run it and we still score and be productive, it's going to pay dividends at the end, and I'm going to leave it when Patrick Mahomes can make that one big play, and we can walk out of that game with a victory. They ran the ball 26 times. They passed it 27 times. They were balanced. And this Super Bowl, they scored 35 points. Last Super Bowl, they threw it 49 times and scored 9. That is coaching where he didn't get all it glamored all up and said, oh, we got behind, so we just got to get shotgun, throw the ball all around the field. He did that against Tampa Bay, and he blew up like the Hindenburg. And he learned from that mistake, and he stayed to fundamental football, and he stayed in the game, and that's why they scored on every possession. And they utilized all their assets that they had in the right way. People talk about Tony. Remember Tony from the Giants? They talk about Juju. They talk about how man, he got some weapons. He just put those guys in places where they can make easy plays.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of them, just easy plays.
Yeah. To your point, Coach, to your point, the person who was throwing downfield more was Hurts. Like Mahomes was low-key dinking and dunking that thing the whole way. I think he had one vertical throw.
He don't have no vertical throws the whole year. Boss, you go back and look at Patrick Mahomes, most of the deepest pass he throws about 25 yards down the field, and they get guys on the run, and they get yak yards. He don't have the receivers that he had with Tyreek Hill, that big play thing. And then he had a lot of injuries. But he learned how to utilize his talent the best way. But I want to say this very quick, boss.
Yeah.
It is very ironic. Remember, we broke down the Philadelphia game against the Cowboys, and remember they ran that motion, and they confused us in the man-to-man coverage with that motion, and they got those wide open plays. In the first Cowboy game, they got touchdowns, and they kept running that same play, and we was confused about, how man-to-man, and they thought they were so smart, and they were throwing their hands up, talking about how they done outsmart us. It's very ironic that Kansas City did the same damn thing to them in the Super Bowl.
Hold on, Coach. To that point, pause for a second because I got it right here. So if I go back, Eric, I'm reading something. I don't know if you can see the show and do this at the same time, but let me read this real quick. So Ben put this out there on Twitter. Eric Bieniemy's role in the Chiefs exploding Phillies coverage tendencies, and this is what Coach Marv is talking about. So y'all stay with me real quick as I break this down. So if we look, it said the Chiefs used the extra energy to respond with a touchdown drive to open the second half, and he was talking about the energy that came from the trolling of Nick going into the half, right? But then he said, but they also utilized something that they had noticed in their film study and spent the previous 2 weeks perfecting. According to Hahn, the Chiefs coaches had discovered that when the Eagles lined up in man coverage, they would overcompensate if an offense used a motion that looked like a jet sweep. On Saturday night, Bieniemy had put a play up on the screen for everyone on the Chiefs offense to see. It came from the Eagles game against the Jags earlier this season, and it featured Jacksonville receiver Jamal Agnew faking as if he were going in motion before stopping, reversing course, and getting open for a touchdown. All right. This is what Coach Marv is talking about. And then on the next, he said Henny understood the offensive mind of Jaguars coach Doug
Peterson, the Andy Reid disciple who had guided the Eagles to a Super Bowl championship 5 years ago. So he figured it would be open. He did not anticipate that it would lead to 2 touchdown passes for Mahomes, but that is what happened. The Chiefs using the look on a 5-yard touchdown pass to Kadarius Toney before running it again. The same play on the opposite side to Sky Moore on a 4-yard touchdown pass that gave the Chiefs a 35-27 lead with 9:22 left in the fourth quarter. Now, Coach, I want to say something after reading about what you just talked about. On this particular game, could we say that offense won this championship? Because we always hear defense won championships. On this particular Super Bowl, I say no, sir. This was the preparation of Kansas City, who was ready and had multiple quality plans for the red zone that won them this Super Bowl down by 10. What's your thoughts?
Well, I would say that their preparation on the offensive end did that, but I always also say this: their preparation on the defensive end, even though Philly scored some points, they put Philly in a position where they hadn't been in big games all the time. They made Philly say, even though Jalen Hurts had a good game, they knew that couldn't last, and they took away the running game, which they were going to always fall back upon. And they did it physically because they tackled well and they put hits on guys, on running backs, where they made them not want to run the football anymore. But see, that's what you do. You make a team do something that they uncomfortable. They may do it well for a long time. Like the first half, they might do it well for a while. But eventually, they're going to falter.
Yeah.
And Philadelphia faltered in the second half because the passing game started to get a little bogged down because you made them do something that they hadn't been doing all year. They usually get up ahead of the team and then they'll run the ball 10 times, 11 times. That's when they mark it, and they'll run the ball 40 sometimes in the game. But the Kansas City defense gave their offense the opportunity. They may not have won the game. They allowed their offense the opportunity to do their job, and they did their job well because they knew that they had a good scheme for Philadelphia defense. But the defense had allowed, even though the time possession was bad, but if they would allow Philadelphia to run the ball too, the time possession would have been so bad that they wouldn't allow their offense the time to be patient enough to attack Philadelphia defense the way they did. Philadelphia wanted them to rush and do some and get back and start drop back and try to throw the ball deep so they could hunt the quarterback.
Yeah.
But Kansas City had a great game plan to say, we don't have to do that. We're going to run it down your throat, and we're going to let Patrick Mahomes make some dink and dunk passes, and when we get you in the red zone, we're going to still do the dink and dunk, but we already got you schemed up where we know we going to get what we want. But the defense allowed that opportunity because when you go down, when you at halftime down 10, your defense is going to have to make some stops.
They only got 2 stops, though, Coach. They got 2 stops.
They were crucial stops.
They was crucial stops. I just think the offense need to get more credit because I felt like I saw offensive genius low key. Just the common sense was genius. One more thing I want to talk about with you, Coach, just real quick since we got you on the phone. I want to talk ball because I'm on my petty mode, but I'm also, when I got Coach on the phone, I want to talk ball. So one thing that I didn't talk to anybody about, and I want to talk to you about, is I felt like the play calling on both sides of the ball, giving Philly credit too, put a lot of pressure on offensive coaches. I think they put a lot of pressure on showing how offenses on both sides should be run. I don't like Nick. I can't stand Nick, but I also got to give credit. Nick called a good game with Andy Reid. I don't mean as the OC, but I'm talking about the management of the clock, the balance, sticking to your identity. Both sides was a masterclass, and I feel like, honestly, this was a challenge to even our people. Mike McCarthy and Brian Schottenheimer. They was put on notice how to fully manage, control, and run an offense. What's your thoughts on that, Coach?
Very, very good game plan by the Eagles. When I was watching the game with some Eagles fans, and not no bad Eagles fans, real good football people.
Yeah.
I said, when we were looking at the time possession, and the Eagles dominated time possession, but they didn't do it in the fact of running plays or running the football, because they didn't run the football well.
They didn't.
But what they did is what we talked about earlier. They got up to the line of scrimmage quick, but every snap, it was within 5 seconds of the play clock. They said if they do that, if they ever went 3 and out, they still won't have the ball 3 minutes. So they always they kept the time possession, and they showed you how you can keep the time possession even if you can't run the ball and you got to pass the ball and get first down. They took their time to call quality plays. Kansas City did the exact same thing. They didn't rush and hurry up. They knew when you got in a big-time game, it's not about the gimmicks and the speed. It's about running quality plays.
Yes.
And both of these teams stayed to their identity. People don't think that Kansas City identity was running the football, but if you check the stats on Kansas City this year, they have run the ball more this year in Patrick Mahomes' career than they ever have run the ball, because they knew that this is how you make Patrick Mahomes, the great Patrick Mahomes, even greater if you add a semblance of a running physical style. And Philadelphia did that with Jalen Hurts. They allowed him to run with his legs. They controlled the time of possession. But when you get in this type of game, boss, there was one key thing that came down that hurt Philadelphia when we talk about the play call. I believe in the second half of that game, they did, even though Kansas City was stuffing the run, I believe in some of those last drives, they got too much into the point of saying, let's throw the football, and they should have continued to run Jalen Hurts as well as their running back to allow them to either more clock or to continue to get something so maybe they can burst something. Yeah. But other than that, that's a little thing. But yes, they put a lot of pressure on a lot of coordinators in this league. But they only put a pressure because they played simple, sound, fundamental football. Yep. And it didn't look like a John Madden game. No. It was just out there trying to do all kind of crazy stuff and do. They utilized it. And listen,
it was good. It was
goes
good
down to a credit also of how you use everybody on your team, and you don't have to go get a marquee star. Everybody got to get this and that. Just use everything that you have to the fullest. And both of these teams use every bit of their roster to the fullest, and that's why they were in the Super Bowl.
All right, Coach, let me get to my last pettiness, and we'll talk football later on in this week. But man, I appreciate the commentary.
Take that I sent you. It's a silly podcast, but they sound, when they read those names off, man,
I'll check
you're
it out.
Gonna be like, man, we gonna pluck some of them guys.
No, I'll check it out, Coach. You know I got you on that. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. Thank you, bro.
Hey, thank you. So also, y'all, we have close to 300 people sitting in the building watching. We obviously appreciate that. It's likely that a lot of y'all still enjoying the content, but I myself need reminders sometime to hit the like button. So if you've been kind of hanging out, just kind of watching the petty show, because we go get into how to fix the Cowboys quickly. But Monday, I wanted to spend some time kind of getting my lick back a little bit, is how I would call it. Or just kind of having some of these discussions on the low class of stuff that we were seeing. So make sure before I hit to this last point with my own brother that y'all support the channel and also share the content. I really appreciate everybody that supports Boss Cowboy Sports. Matter of fact, I'm glad I talked about this because I missed some of y'all super chats. So let me go to these super chats that I missed, and I'm gonna get into my last point. So one of the super chats was Hurts threw a 45-yard Hail Mary. I don't know what happened with that because I know he got the arm. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if his arm just went out or whatever. Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. And then another super chat came from Matt. He been blessing us all night. Appreciate you, Matt. He said, "You right, boss. Can't disrespect people like that. That's crossing the line." And he was talking about the comment or the boos that happened to the man of the year. That was just out of line. And then Showtime, I appreciate you, big dog. You've been also supporting us greatly, bro. I know exactly who you are, and I just appreciate you that you continue to help the channel with your contributions as well as obviously your input. And then Showtime Sports Media said they really booed him getting this award. I missed it. That's extra wild and petty. I didn't watch any let me see. I didn't watch any pregame stuff, but that's trash on any level, boss. He was getting this for his charity work. Yeah. And see, that's why I wanted to do this show, because I'm sick of them pretending to be victims, because that's what they do. They'll pretend to be victims while acting very out of line. Yeah, they act a fool, but want us to be civilized. It's like, in what world do y'all want us to live?
I be trying to figure out, like, why I want you to be loyal to them. They ain't loyal to you. I don't really get this.
Yeah, I just don't get that, and I don't tolerate that. So, from my channel, I'm gonna give you pettiness. Now, other people, they might talk football. They're gonna keep it about football. They're above it. I'm not. I'm going right at you suckers. I'm sorry. I'm wired like that. And I think people register with my channel because they know I'm being real. They know I'm being exactly who I am. I ain't putting on no fronts. Yes, I'm gonna be petty, and I'm gonna continue to be petty because y'all deserve the pettiness because you acted a fool, Philly. But it saddens me to have this conversation. See, this conversation is the hard one, because I wanted to deal with Philly first. Then I wanted to deal with my own brother. And the reason why I call him my brother, because he's not my brother, but he's my brother in terms of last name. I'm a Smith, he's a Smith. And when you a Smith, likely you came from a lineage of people that likely did some type of work with their hands. See, my dad, as a Smith, did a lot of contractor work, because obviously some of us was descendants of slavery and stuff like that, and your names a lot of times represented the work trade of the house that you was coming from. So when you a Smith, I said all that to say that you're usually known for building up, not tearing down. You know what I mean? And I just been kind of peeping Emmitt, and I want to say a couple of things about Emmitt and what he said. So first, let's listen to what he said, and then I'm gonna get into my pettiness. Here we go.
I love him. He's a proven champion.
Hold on, let me turn this down, because he was talking about Hurts, and they asked him what did he think about Jalen Hurts, and it started off okay, but then it went to the deep end real quick, because the first thing out of his mouth was, "I love him." Okay, so hold on, let me play it again real quick. The first thing he said was,
"I love him."
I love him. Okay, so the first thing is, I'm breaking this down, I really don't have no problems with that, because Jalen Hurts is a good dude. It's hard to hate Philly and hate him. I choose to hate Philly. I don't hate Jalen Hurts. I don't. You know what I mean? And I can see some of the reasons why you would even say you love him, right? As a football fan, how he carries himself. Let me talk about one of the main things that made me have a lot of respect for Jalen Hurts what made me have a lot of respect for Jalen Hurts was how he handled being benched by Tua when he was at Alabama. He was so graceful. And that's, first of all, let me tell y'all something. You get benched in the national championship game, it's embarrassing. Let's just keep it real. That's embarrassing. The whole world is watching a youngster get a ring that you led them to. And he was just so graceful. He was cheering on Tua. I'm pretty sure everything in him wanted to scream because you got your team there. And it was given to a youngster that ended up winning it and drove you out. He didn't complain. He didn't throw nobody under the bus. He didn't talk bad about his coaches. He just said, hey, I got beat out. I got to go to the lab. And he made a wise decision. He went to Lincoln Riley. And Lincoln Riley, I don't care what nobody say, I'm going to probably be the first to say this. Lincoln Riley is the best steal of a future NFL coach if you ain't never met one. Some of y'all go disagree with me. Some of y'all go disagree with me because y'all go look at him based on scheme. But when you look at the value of a coach that's a proven quarterback whisperer, you talking about a coach who has a track record of making multiple first round and first overall talents from transfer quarterbacks. And he did. He did. And Lincoln Riley done did it again. How many quarterbacks you got to see rise out of nowhere before you start giving Lincoln Riley his credit? Yeah. Like, I ain't talking about scheme. I'm talking about somebody who has obvious skills on quarterback building. I don't care what nobody say on that. How you go take Baker Mayfield out of Texas Tech, a nobody, and now he #1 overall? How you go take Kyler Murray out of A&M, who was looking straight bum and trash at A&M and looking nothing but like a running quarterback, and you make him first overall? And all of us who saw Jalen Hurts at Alabama knew he was a one read and throw quarterback. He was very one read and throw. But when you go look at his production when he went to Oklahoma, it was almost a mirror image of Kyler Murray as well as what's his name? Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at, but it was the fact that Hurts humbled himself, right? So I can see where with Emmitt you will start off your discussion with I love Hurts, right? You see he's a hard worker. You see that he puts team first. Frankly, I'm going to say he seems like he's the type of guy that's too good for the culture of Philly. His character outshines the nastiness of the Philly culture. Frankly, Philly don't deserve him, to be honest. I think, the Philly fans, and I think they're going to turn on him. I'm almost certain they're going to turn on him because when they start paying him about $50 million plus and they trying to run him into the ground, it's going to start likely affecting him and they go turn on him. But here we go. Let me go back to Emmitt real quick, breaking him down, getting into my pettiness. So the first thing out of his mouth was, I love Hurts. I ain't going to even object to that.
I love him. He's a proven champion.
See, now the second thing is he's a proven champion. Emmitt, what are you talking about? See, I saw this with some of us. Some of us started to give Philly the ring that they ain't even earned. Like, it was a whole lot of Cowboy fans that was ready to anoint Philly as superior to Dallas. And I'm like, no, they not. They not. Dak again is 8-3 versus Philly. Yes, they got aggressive for 1 year, but we dominated Philly through the Dak regime. I'm talking about total domination. So why, Emmitt, was you calling him a proven champion?
At what point is that a fact? Because that's not a fact. What are you doing? See, you saying you love him, that's one thing. You saying he's a proven champion? What? Why are we as Cowboy fans anointing and pushing up the enemy? Emmitt, come on, dog. You a Smith. You a Smith. You supposed to be a builder. You look like you building up Philly. You was building up Philly. And see, let me talk about Emmitt too, cause see, I'm starting to see something with him, man. I ain't want to say this, but I gotta just be honest with y'all, man. I gotta speak my mind. I gotta tell y'all the truth. I'm not with the shits today, bro. I gotta
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
See, cause Emmitt, I remember what you did to your own man, Dak. I remember that. See, some of y'all don't remember that, but I remember that. I remember that you went out in the public on one of these old Super Bowls and you start talking about that Dak needed to take less. And you clearly said that because you were saying that it needed to be some room made for people like Amari. See, see, this is the thing. Yes, Delv, you said it, Delv. You said it exactly how I see it, bro. You said it perfect. Let me show y'all Delv comment. Sellout vibes. Exactly. That's the sense I'm getting. It's like sellout vibes. It's almost that type of guy that you say, don't bring your chick around me. Don't see, some of these guys ain't got no code. And it's like, you might be, see, because this is why it's hard to talk about, because I also greatly respect the sacrifice that he had for us as a player. He played with a separated shoulder. So I'm seeing cats out here saying, take his star. No, sir, we're not taking his star. We're not doing that. But I got to have a conversation with you, dog. We got to talk about these moves you making, homie. Because this is what you said, sell out vibes. It has the feel that you will sell us out, and low-key you did, dog. You did. Because see, you started your conversation with love for the enemy. See, hold on real quick. Let's talk about this. Let's just talk about this. If anybody remember when I started Petty Tuesday, it was because I was going at Cowboy fans, saying that we was getting ready to lose against Tampa, and I couldn't handle it. I was like, no, we got to clean the house. The house is out of order. Emmitt, you part of the house and you out of order, dog. Because see, you showed a whole lot of energy. You showed a whole lot of love and energy towards the enemy. And that was one of the main things that I had a problem with when we was getting ready to play Tampa. I was saying, do y'all realize that what you're saying, the enemy hears you? So for all you Cowboy fans who try to take pride in being realists, you are low-key sellouts. You are low-key sellouts. Let me take this super chat real quick from the homie Matt. Matt said, Hurts never won nothing in college. That's fine, you like him as a person, but Hurts haven't won nothing. Yeah, exactly. So what's this champion stuff he talking about? He said, but Hurts haven't won nothing. Yes, feels like being sold out now. No, exactly. See, that's right. It's like, Emmitt, bro, why you loving them? You loving the enemy. Emmitt, you don't realize that we love you, dog? You don't realize that you hurt a lot of us with that bullshit? And it's not just the love you showed for Philly and Hurts, and he's a proven champion. You kept talking, and it got worse.
I love him. He's a proven champion. They have a great chance of winning this week, and he is the reason why they will win.
Wait, you declared that they will win. What in the entire world was you doing right there?
What in the entire world was you doing? Where you declare he will be the reason that they will win. See, and some of us Cowboy fans, that's why I call this Petty Monday. We got to talk about order. See, some Cowboy fans act like Emmitt. That's why I told my homie in the beginning, don't check me. Why? Oh, I'm gonna put it like this. Some of you Cowboy fans like to shoot us in the back while we shooting at the enemy. Friendly fire. See, it's a lot of friendly fire from Cowboy fans. You know what I'm saying? To where I'm over here shooting shots. Boom, 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 boom. I'm over here after Philly just got embarrassed and lost, right? After talking all that talk. And I'm over here like, yeah, I just want to let y'all know. Let me get my guns out. I got a fire on you boys. Because, see, y'all been out of line. Yeah, so let me get my guns out and let y'all know that the guy that y'all been praising, Howie, has less rings than Jerry. All right, so let's just keep it real that he did go all in this 1 year, but under Jerry as the GM, Dak has been 8-3 versus you. So I'm not gonna yield to you, Philly, as superior to me because you was aggressive one time. So I'm shooting. And while I'm shooting, boop, 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 I get some bullets in my back from Cowboy fans. I get so tired of y'all defending Jerry. Say, hold on, kinfolk. Let me shoot at my enemy real quick, all right? Be a realist next week, dog. We don't have time for the Emmitt Smith types and the types that want to check me for shooting at the enemy. Some of us need to realize that they are still the enemy and that they will show us no mercy. One of the most hurtful things that I saw from this Emmitt Smith thing was Lord Brunson came out and he said, I ain't got nothing else to say. Yeah, and then Matt said, stop, guys. Not disrespecting him. I love him, but he was wrong on this topic. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He was wrong, and it's sellout vibes. You know what else it's a vibe of? Snooty elitism vibes. It's kind of like a snooty air. It's snooty. It's like you talking down, dog. Yeah, and see, this is Emmitt. This is what you don't understand. See, to you think you just keeping it real. See, but we out here fighting the fight on the front line, big dog. You gotta understand that, Emmitt. See, you go back and live comfortable. Jerry Jones go still give you some good deals on the commercial real estate. Just don't go sell out Dak for a deal. We don't have time for that because you sold Dak out. You did. And let me tell you how I know you sold Dak out. Because you are in commercial real estate. You cannot be in commercial real estate and not outstanding with numbers. They say don't discredit Emmitt. He was talking to the enemy. See, I don't care. He was talking about us. So, okay, so let me ask you something, Will. If a Philly Mike, or if I was talking to the enemy and they say, what do you think about Hurts? You know what I would say? I respect Hurts. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's playing some outstanding ball. He's getting ready to be tested. And then if they say, boss, so what do you think about your fans? I would say fans go be fans. They supposed to support their team and ride and die all the way to the end. And Cowboy fans go do that, and I have their back. Why couldn't he say that, Will? Why couldn't he say that? Now, I do have a problem with what he said, because he said more than that. Listen.
What are Cowboys fans going to say if the Eagles do win the Super Bowl?
He said, what are Cowboys fans going to say if the Eagles win?
He say nothing. Can't say nothing. Keep your mouth closed.
Keep your mouth closed? Nah, no sir. I ain't gotta take that because he was talking to Philly. No, I ain't gotta keep my mouth closed. Cause guess what? They don't keep their mouth closed. They got one ring and they always talking. And they always hating. Not all Philly people. Not all. But a whole lot of them. They say stuff like, it's been 27 years since y'all won a Super Bowl. I said, bro, it ain't no expiration dates on rings. And this is the thing, Philly, you should know now how hard it is to get 2. Why would y'all hate on us having 5? But yet they do. And this is the man that's saying you can't say nothing if they win the Super Bowl. Yes, I can. Yes, I can say something. And you telling us to be silent? No. Emmitt, you didn't have to handle your family like that. Cause I don't listen, y'all. Let me tell you something. That's the worst. That's the thing I can't stand. I can't stand people where they go to work and they all friendly with their co-workers and they all friendly with the boss, and then when they get home they're mean. You deal with people. They the nicest people in church. They the deacon. They the choir. They sing in the choir. Some of us, or they go to the mosque and they're giving to the community. So you are super good to strangers, but then with your own family, you talk to them like a dog. So you talk about Hurts. I love him. I love him. He will be the reason why they win the Super Bowl. All this optimism. Then when your family is brought in this discussion, it turns into you can't say nothing. Keep your mouth closed. No, keep that same level of optimism you got for Hurts for your own family. But you didn't. Yeah. And that is a sellout vibe. It is. That's a sellout vibe. That is. And see, Emmitt, you said that while we likely sitting here disappointed that we're not there, bro, you rubbed it in our face, dog. You did. And he said, I love him, but not going to let anyone talk bad about my Cowboys family and my family. I don't care who you are. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And see with Emmitt, we still want to talk with balance, because I don't want to go too far on Emmitt, because he also is my family. You see what I'm saying? He is the main reason why we have so many rings. But when it's family, you also got to be the person that say, kinfolk, you was wrong for that. I'm not going to let you make it on that because you sacrificed for us. I appreciate your sacrifice. But hey, man, it's a certain kind of way you got to talk to your family, your fan base. Because this is another thing. Telling all us to keep our mouth shut. It's like, Emmitt, on business, I'm still going to support you. See, I can know you messed up, Emmitt, but when you open up a commercial building and I know it's yours, I'm going to spend my money with you because I know it's you. Do y'all feel me on that? Even though Emmitt messed up, I'm still going to break bread with Emmitt because I still want to support the guy who gave his blood for the Cowboys. The man played on a fresh, separated shoulder to pull us over the Giants. So yes, I'm mad, but just like family, when you mad, you talk about it, you call them out, and you move on. I'm not going to hold this forever on Emmitt, but I got something to say on Petty Monday because I don't like the fact that, damn, Emmitt, you quiet right now. I don't like that. I don't like that you quiet because you was loud against us going into the week, but then when they lose, now you don't want to say nothing to the fans like, hey, you know what? Hey, I'm mad. Like, see, I would respect it if he said something like, hey, man, I'm mad just like y'all. I was in my feelings. I shouldn't have said what I said. I got much love for Cowboy Nation. I expect more out of Cowboy Nation. Yeah, Matt said facts. Your family is member wrong. Got to check them right. And that's what we doing. Because I saw people say stuff like take your star. No, I'm not going to be with anybody saying take your star. I'm not talking about taking no man's star as the reason why we got three rings. No, I ain't doing all that. I ain't going that far. But I'm going to have a talk with you and I'm going to let you know that was some BS, dog. I ain't cool with that. I ain't cool with how you, on the week going in the Super Bowl, you was glowing talking about our enemy, but you was ready to keep your mouth closed. No, that's still your family, man. That's still your family, and you disappointed a whole lot of people with that. Now, a whole lot of people ain't gonna talk about this, but I'm gonna talk about this. You know what I mean? Because I put out on Twitter, I said, this is the thing. Should he apologize? Because this is the thing, man. This is the thing. You crown them without them winning it. They're gonna be the reason Hurts is gonna be the reason they win it. Yeah. Well, you guaranteed that, didn't you, dog? You sure guaranteed that. Yeah. And it's some people, man, when they mad, they slap everybody. Huh? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's some parents. Oh, when they mad, go on put the dog up because the dog getting ready to get it. You know what I mean? Go on, go to your room because she mad, or pop is mad, or cousin is mad. It's some people when they mad, they go say something stupid. That's just what it is. And my boy say, my granny. Yeah, listen, we all know people like this. Now, Swain, you don't love your precious granny no less, do you? You don't love her no less. But you know her enough to know when she mad, clear out. And that might be who Emmitt is. But as a grown man, Swain, I guarantee you tell her now. As a grown man, you say, Granny, you tripping. Huh. Yeah, and he said, I love Emmitt. He's earned that star, but I respect. But he's wrong on that topic. Yeah, he's wrong. He's just dead wrong. So he's somebody that I want to also bring up on Petty Monday. I wish that I only could be petty. My boy Montana say that's my mama. See, that's real. And see, I like how y'all keeping it real because y'all naming family. That's what's making this perfect, right? That's what's making this perfect because Montana, when you talk about your mama, you're not turning your back on your mama because she said something. Clear out, right? You know, grandmama say something, you're not turning your back. I'm not turning my back on Emmitt. I'm not. I'm done. And those who saying turn your back, nah, y'all going too far. Just keeping it real. He is my boy Montana mama. He is Swain grandmama. Some of them people when they mad just clear out. They gonna say something stupid. But also because you said something stupid don't mean I gotta just take it. I ain't gotta take it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take it. Emmitt, you wrong for that. And matter of fact, you making my name look bad because I'm a Smith. And I want Emmitt, I want these sellout vibes, they getting stronger and stronger with you. Cause it greatly disappointed me when you the one with as smart as you are on contracts that was out there lobbying for Jerry Jones during the Super Bowl and saying Dak need to take and this is the worst part on how he sold Dak out. He said Dak needed to take around $25 million. And he said that when the market was already $34 million on average. Now I was like, no, Emmitt, you tap dancing on that one, dog. You tap dancing, dog. That's tap dancing for Jerry. And see, let me tell you, no, that was some tap dancing. That was some major tap dancing. Then I come out and find out that Jerry is feeding you deals with commercial real estate. You got some sellout vibes to you, dog. Some of y'all don't want to hear that truth, but it is what it is. And I'm not getting ready to give y'all the wee-woo. I'm not saying for a fact that I know that, but I know Jerry said himself that he feeds Emmitt and players like him a lot of commercial deals. So is it a coincidence that it could be the case that the money influenced you to try to do a favor? Because you not that stupid to say that Dak should take $25 million. That is sellout vibes. Maybe you're not a sellout. Maybe I need to hear more. But on the surface, you looking very sellout-ish.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Yeah, and that bothered me, man. That bothered me. And let me tell you something else to keep it all the way real. This is also why I have more respect for Woodson. Because guess what? This is why Darren Woodson is a real man. I respect the hell out of Darren Woodson. Y'all hear me out. Cause see, I remember like it was yesterday. Emmitt Smith came out talking about Dak need to take $25 million when the market was already around 33 to 34 million. You was trying to talk Dak publicly into screwing his whole legacy off. Being team friendly for nothing. And after he did that, Mr. Darren Woodson. So I'm gonna be petty, but I'm telling the truth. Mr. Darren Woodson the next day, this is why I got much respect for Darren Woodson. Darren Woodson was working out of the office in Frisco. Let me take this super chat real quick. And he said, "You're welcome, dudes. I love Emmitt Smith, my Cowboys family, but he's wrong on this topic." Thanks for keeping it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it real. Listen, I'm going to keep it real. See, that's the power of independence, man. See, when you independent like me, you ain't got to kowtow. You ain't got to cater. You ain't got to suck up to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can just listen. I'm only who I am because of the support of y'all. It's y'all eyeballs that keep the checks flowing. You know what I mean? It's y'all support. It's y'all super chats. So that mean I only owe to tell you the truth. I don't owe Jerry. I don't owe Emmitt. I don't owe Dak. I don't owe Mike McCarthy. I just tell you the truth. That's the power of independence. Yeah. And that's why I love my independent brothers, man. Like all my independent brothers. That's why the level of truth that we say you hardly go hear anywhere else. Like me and other people, we was calling out Kellen Moore way before it was popular. And it wasn't that we was trying to get views. We was just telling y'all the truth. It was just the truth. You know, so nah, man, I appreciate the super chat. But going back to what I was saying on Darren Woodson, man. Darren Woodson was officing out of the Frisco location at the Star. And the next day, when Emmitt said what he said, the next day, Woodson came out and said, Dak, don't take no pay cuts. Don't take no team-friendly deal for nobody. He was talking at Emmitt. And Darren looked frustrated like big homie, you selling out. I ain't gonna never forget that. Darren Woodson came out the next day. Both of those guys in commercial real estate. Both of those guys likely could get deals from Jerry if they played ball with Jerry. Jerry over here could be like, hey guys, I got me a couple of deals over here. I'm gonna give it to one of you guys, but I need a little bit of public pressure to get Dak to try to cave to this offer we just gave him. Darren was like, not me. I'm not gonna go out there and speak on that man money when he deserved to be a market setting quarterback. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is Dak is likely getting ready to get an extension. And when you see this extension, it's gonna be a big number. It's gonna be a big number. But if you understand the market, you understand that the quarterback market is based on who is next, not who is best. Somebody tried to come to me talking about even what's my boy out of Seattle? The quarterback. What's his name? Come on, y'all hear me out, man. Y'all, I'm embarrassed right now. I should know his name. Yeah. Kevin said Hale Smith. Oh, see, right. See, look. See, this the worst part. What Kevin just said. This the worst part. Hale Smith held out when Jerry tried to law ball. That's the part. That's what I'm saying, man. It's some sellout vibes. Some of us, Gino, thank you. I'm gonna talk about Gino. See, some of us know them sellout vibes. They show up in different ways. Have y'all ever been around some of the homies and you got that one homie that like to show off? That's somebody that got the sellout vibes, right? That's somebody with sellout vibes, right? Yeah. So you bring a nice little lady with you, and y'all just chilling, and all of a sudden they get to showing out. See them sellout vibes, right? Or if y'all doing something, and let's say the police stop y'all, right? And let's say the police getting on y'all, like sometimes the police officer would do. The one-up guy. Yeah, the one-up guy. Yeah, never trust the one-up guy. When you see the one-up guy, that's not your homie. I don't care if you play golf with him. I don't care if you drink and smoke with him. I don't care if he is just Casanova. Never trust the one-up guy. That's Emmitt vibes right now. Check this out. He said, never understand a Dak hate. He's a good QB and good person. He's a top 10 QB. But yeah, the Dak hate is ridiculous. It's straight up. So, but this is the deal on these sellout vibes. So with the sellout vibes, you get these people, you stop by the police, and then the police say, let me see your ID. I say, officer, I had no problem giving you my ID, but first, why was I stopped? Because if you haven't stopped me for any reason, really, I don't have time for you to be running me down, because I got stuff to do. You know what I mean? So if you sit in the car explaining to the officer and then somebody say, just give him your ID, and they're your homie, that's a sellout. That's somebody that got sellout vibes to him, because you trying to kiss up to the officer so you don't get in trouble. Sellout vibes. You know what I mean? You all nervous because a cop around you, so you already ready to cooperate with the officer against me. When I'm over here telling the truth, officer, listen, I'm cool with giving you my ID and all of that, but if you got no real reason to stop me, if I ain't ran no light, or if I ain't, because I turned on my beak, I've been doing, you not just finna run me down because you're curious about my car. That's not finna happen, dog. And so when I start talking to a police officer like that, the sellouts get nervous. They get nervous and they start wanting to protect themselves. And when they start protecting themselves, no, Marcus, you need to go ahead and give me your ID. Quit. Come on now. Why you always haggling? Because I don't feel like being harassed, dog. And sometimes you got to tell these officers to stop. So maybe you lay down and open up your butt cheeks, but it's supposed to be rights in this country that I'm supposed to be able to actually hold them accountable for. You ain't supposed to be able to just stop, frisk me, delay my whole day because you curious about my woman or my whip. Because you mad because your wife ain't giving you none. You mad because I'm riding with a nice lady. You know what I'm saying? So some of these officers, see, some of y'all don't go through this, but I've been through this many times with police officers. And I'm talking about as an upstanding citizen. I'm talking about not even doing anything close to wrong, and they harassing you. So you got to watch them people with them sellout vibes, and I'm getting them vibes, dog. And I want you to return. I want you to return back to treating your family with decency, Emmitt. And I mean that. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, man. Just keeping it real. So, man, listen, y'all. I want to definitely give y'all the business on Petty Monday. You know, keep it real with y'all. This week is going to be a 5-week. We definitely got the final word coming up tomorrow. I'm going to be getting heavy and heavy into ways to improve the Dallas Cowboys. We are talking about running backs on Thursday, and we're going to be showing a lot of film. Y'all get ready for that. We gearing up for some of the best draft content and off-season content that's going to be on the internet. I'm telling you right now, I talked to all the guys. They committed to deliver some hellified film, some hellified research. I think this is going to probably be our best year ever as a community, and I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys community and the Final Word team. So now we're talking about J Tuck as a member of the team. We're talking about DMV, and we have the usuals, right? We have Big Game James. Y'all know he gonna bring that funk and that sauce. Y'all already know that. We got Law Nation, and we got the OC, you know. So y'all stay tuned, man. We finna be breaking a lot to y'all. But to be honest, man, I just didn't think it was right to just let these people be fake and phony, and then we just move on like they wasn't fake and phony.
If we locked in, you know, switching up.
You can't be switching up and then try to come in the house like you ain't switch up.
I be trying to figure out, like, why I want you to be loyal to them. They ain't loyal to you. I don't really get that.
Yeah, so, and I appreciate all the super chats, man. And Matt, you definitely showed out today with the super chats, man. I really appreciate that, man. That you really blessed us a lot, today. And a lot of y'all started us off heavy, man. With somebody started us off with $100 super chat, just out of love for the content that we really try to bring. And hopefully by now y'all kind of starting to learn me. Montana tell you, Choctaw Montana tell you, yeah, my boy DMV, he gonna be in there. It take a little while to get used to my style, because I can be kind of blunt and candid. I don't mean nothing wrong, but I just kind of say what I see, and every now and then I don't put a whole lot of sugar on it. I just kind of tell you straight. Now I'm gonna work on my delivery a little bit, but at the same time, people that been rocking with Boss Cowboy Sports a while, they know my heart. They know I mean well. They know that I'm in this to try to win, man. And let's just continue to do the work that we all doing together, man. And we are. And we all are. We are working as a unit, as a team, to really put ideas out there that's going to help this team get their next championship. I would also say, don't lose faith, Cowboy Nation, for real. I know it's been a long time, but keep in mind that it took Kansas City 50 years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying don't be frustrated, but I'm also saying, this is the last thing I'm going to say before we get out of here. First of all, don't lose your hope. Second of all, don't lose your standard. So, on not losing your hope, all right, we are improving. It's hard to see because it's been so long since we actually had a Super Bowl appearance. But remember, it was 18 quarterbacks to Romo. We are not in purgatory like that, man. Hold on real quick. Hold on. My boy Sin City with the super chat. He said, I'm a proud fan of you, boss. Love how you growing, big dog. The final word is frowning. Hold on real quick. It's frowning. You are growing. Congrats, bro. Man, I appreciate that, bro. I really do. And we gonna grow a lot faster too. We got some things that we gonna implement that's gonna hyper our growth. So we not gonna stay content at the slower, steady quality, because it's quality. Our growth is very quality. Like, and I'm gonna put it like this: it's easy to look at other channels and say they got way more subs, but the real question is how many people are actually engaged, right? So if you got 60,000 subs or 80,000 subs or 20,000 or 15,000, but you only have 200 to 300 people watching live, your engagement is not like us. Not saying that we just the best, but I'm also saying the rate of our sub growth is not matching the rate of the people that like to get down with us live. You know what I mean? We have the best sub to live ratio in the game, and we not doing no growth tricks. We not doing that. Yeah, and I figured it was a typo. I knew what you meant by that, Sin City. I knew what you meant by that. Appreciate it too, dog. But yeah, we not doing any growth tricks. We not trying to cheat the algorithm, or we not trying to do anything that's gonna give us artificial growth. We are growing from people, everyday people like you, sharing the content, putting the word out there, saying go check out these guys, man. These guys keep it real. It's the word of mouth that's slowly causing a lot more people to my boy. See, and this is real. See, listen, y'all. See what my boy Montana said? This is real. This is real. My boy Montana said it took 3 years to engage. Yeah, that's real, because sometimes it take a while. You got to sit back and make sure people are who they say they are, because a whole lot of people pretend. But see, Montana, no, bro, we've been talking about unpopular stuff now for years. So it's like after a while you start learning Boss and the OC go say what need to be said. They ain't gonna care about if it's popular or not. You know what I'm saying? They not. And it took my boy 3 years to really start kind of knowing the character of this channel. And that's why I say some of y'all, it's gonna take a while to know, because I'm gonna piss some of y'all off. I am. It's just part of it. I'm gonna say something you ain't agree with. Don't take it personal. You just know that I'm doing my best to try to deliver what I believe is true. If you know that's my heart, you're not gonna trip. But this is the thing. So I was saying, first, don't lose hope. All right. So it's been a long time, and this is the deal. If you look at us and listen to the national media, first thing first, we are the only team out of all 32 teams to where there's a rolling clock on our Super Bowl appearance. There are other teams that are in major Super Bowl droughts as well that you never hear a peep from. You never hear them watching the clock on when was the last time San Fran won the championship. You never hear that. You never hear that. You know what I'm saying? You never hear about other teams that are in some serious droughts on Super Bowl appearances. So the clock only applies to us. That's why you gotta ignore that clock. Number one. Number two, stop saying, in my opinion, it's been 27 years, because you're only frustrating yourself. In my opinion, I think if we really looking at this measure, the way to look at this is, what have we been doing since the Will McClay era? And if you look at us according to the Will McClay era, we are slowly trending in the right direction. We went from playoff appearances every other year to now we have a back-to-back playoff appearances in 12-win season, right? You look at the fact that we used to just have horrible draft picks to now we not only the best draft team, because let me tell y'all something, Philly is not the best draft team. They not. We are. Because, see, this is the thing. We pick superstars. They pick starters. We pick superstars in the first. Is CeeDee Lamb a superstar? Yep. Michael Parsons a superstar? Yep. Tyler Smith, is he a superstar? Yep. What you mean, boss? He a rookie, boss. That's too early. Nah, you better go check that regrade they just did on Tyler Smith. See, Tyler Smith was graded going in to the draft the fifth best tackle. After a year of him playing and seeing the versatility, seeing the fact that he could play guard and then go play left tackle like that, he didn't have no training camp at left tackle, was thrown out there and balled. Oh yeah, when they did the regrade for Tyler Smith, he was top 5. Yeah, so we pick superstars. Yeah, don't. That's why I say don't lose hope in your team, because when it come down to drafting, we cold. We not even just cold, we super cold. Bro, are we really gonna take for granted that we got Bland in the 5th round, who's playing like a first rounder? That we got Diggs in the 2nd round, who likely is a top 3 corner? Bro, like, so that's why I say don't lose hope. Like, when it come down to Will McClay, and think about what we saying now. My Cowboys family, Boss Cowboy, keep up the good work, dude, man. I appreciate that, bro. And see, this is the deal. When you talking about, and check this out, when you talking about us and our ability to build these teams, bro, it is crazy the job that Will McClay does year in and year out. And like my boy Montana just said, and this is key. Only a few busts. Truly only a few busts. And see, this is the thing. Montana, check this out, dog. It's also not even just the few busts. It's the fact that, bro, we don't even have to be super aggressive in free agency, and we still likely every year a top 5 team in talent, and one of the youngest. Bro, that's crazy. If you really look at where we're projecting, what's happening is, and I'm keeping it real, we getting a lot of chances at bat. Just think of it like that. We getting a lot of chances at bat. So, yes, before Will McClay, we had a bunch of 8-8 seasons and stuff like that. Long droughts. No, bro, that is not happening no more. Just think about that. That's not happening anymore. And now, when we start talking about what the Dallas Cowboys need to get over the hump, we usually talking about 2 players. Or do y'all want to be like Philly? So all the people, we need to be more like Philly. They went all the way in. Okay, so now after the aftermath, it was cute. But on the aftermath, do y'all really want to be the team that got to replace 8 starters on D? Do you really want to be that team? So I know it pissed y'all off when Jerry said, I like being in the middle. Hey, Jerry, to be honest, I ain't mad at you for liking being in the middle. Because guess what? Being in the middle, now, do we need to be aggressive on certain things? Yes. But for me to just act like they suck, bro, that's a lie. That's that wee-woo.
Oh, that's you see this guy? See this guy? Number 1 bullshit guy. He do the wee-woo.
So that was the number 1 thing in terms of hope. All right, so first of all, don't give up hope. The second thing I'm going to say is starting to happen slowly. Don't give up the standard, okay? So giving up hope is one thing, giving up the standard is another. The standard for the Dallas Cowboys is still Super Bowls. I'm starting to hear y'all lord, and I'm talking about Super Bowl wins. We're not talking about Super Bowl appearances. See, I'm going to put it like this. Most of these teams that we've had over the last 4 or 5 years have been too good to settle for. I just want us to win 2 games in the playoffs. Bro, I'm going to be honest, that's too low of a standard. Too low. No, you don't have teams like we've built and say, I would just feel good if we no, we have never been a people satisfied with a loss in the playoffs. See, I'm from the days to where we was greedy as hell, to where we won 2 Super Bowls in a row and cried like a baby when San Fran knocked us out from trying to 3-peat. I want that level of greed with the Cowboy Nation, to where we're not content, to where we'll try to win 8 Super Bowls in a row, because that's the standard. And I'm starting to listen to some of y'all. I'm listening. Some of y'all starting to drop your standard. Some of y'all, man, if we ain't even had an appearance. Listen, I'm not going to let y'all come on this show or this channel talking about appearances. Appearances is not the standard. It's not. Let's not even have those conversations. No, the whole thing is about winning the whole thing. So going all in to beat Philly is not enough. We more so need to be talking about what do we need to do to take out Mahomes in Kansas City. See, now we talking. See, I ain't interested in we need to be aggressive because Philly is a threat. Man, no, they just lost. They obviously not the threat. The threat is the champ. And the champ that just won this thing, yeah, and this is real. And see, this is real. Showtime. I appreciate this comment. Check this out from my boy Showtime. He say, but that is the standard to a degree, but boss, because most fans never saw a championship game appearance, let alone Super Bowl appearance or win. Can you blame a lot of youngster fans for wanting that first? I can't blame them, but it's up to us to educate them. It's up to us. It's up to us to say, hey, bro, youngster, that's not the standard, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, young fans that didn't experience what I experienced, okay, all right. But see, young fans, you're going to have to listen to Uncle Boss. Shit, you know what I mean? Boss been there, and Boss ain't satisfied with no appearances. You might be, because you know, I ain't talking about you, bro, but I'm just saying people that think like that. Nah, that's not the standard, bro. Come on now. Come on, bro. Like, what is that? Like, us settling for, man, I just want 2 playoff wins. Bro, what is that? No, our team too good to even talk like that, to be all the way honest. That's sucker talk to me. I'm be all the way honest. Now I'm gonna be real honest. That's sucker talk to me, man. I hate that type of talk. Like that's not the talk that I'm ever gonna relate with, man. And if you're a youngster that think like that, you need to start talking like me. That's my word to the youngsters. My word to the youngsters is now, man, we not in this. We not see, because this is the thing that I'm starting to hate about what's going on with our fan base. What's going on in our fan base is we starting to get content with moral victories. We start because Philly talk like that. Philly talk like, at least we was in the Super Bowl. See, they saying that right now. See, that's loser talk. See, that's how you talk when you got one ring. That's how you talk when you got one ring. But when you and you got 5 and you over here trying to compete for who the best team all time, and we trying to compete with Pitt and we trying to compete with San Fran, I ain't talking about no damn playoffs and wins and appearances. It's a good stepping stone, but that's not where my conversation ends. Yeah, so and this is real, man. I appreciate your comment, big dog. That's why we having this conversation. That's exactly why I'm talking about this. He said, no, I've never seen any of the old teams last time they won. I was a baby, but I want to win. I get tight when we don't. And I agree, big dog. And that's honestly showtime while we having this conversation, bro. That's why we having this conversation, because I'm seeing it showtime. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing a lot of people say, I just want us to win 2 playoff games. It's like, no. So, but that's just me, man. That's just me, man. But y'all stay up, man. It's Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. We're going to be bringing you a whole lot more content throughout the week. We're going to greatly hit up as we get closer to free agency. We're going to get up. We're going to get even higher, and it's going to start being crazy content the more and more we get ready for the draft. But this is the first day of the official season being over with and the beginning of the official off season, and I just thought it was just right to start it off petty against people that have been doing a whole lot of hating and a whole lot of stuff that I felt like was unseemly. So now that we got that the way we own the football, we're gonna be talking about football, pretty much minding our own business going forward. We also got a lot of collabs that's gonna be coming. You know what I'm saying? So y'all look out for those dope collabs to where we're gonna be getting more people in the circle to talk about draft content that's outside of Dallas content creators, and just expect a whole lot of cool growth from Boss Cowboy Sports. It's gonna happen though because of y'all, man, and we greatly. The final word is tomorrow. We got 2 final words this week. We got a final word that's gonna be on the typical final word stuff that we do. On the final word, obviously, we talk about the latest things that's going around the league, especially the Dallas Cowboys. But then we focus all the way in on that Thursday where we get deep into free agency and especially the draft content. And y'all make it a habit to watch that Thursday final word just like y'all make it a habit to watch that Tuesday one, because both of them are going to be fire and both of them are going to get better and better as we go. So y'all stay up. It's Boss Cowboy Sports with your voice matter. Peace. We bringing real back, baby.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Yes, I am.
Run it up.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Another one.
Yes, it's another one, baby. Let's go, man. Got to get that crick out their neck.
Sleeping on me now, crick in your neck.
Yeah.
Another one.
Final word, man. Y'all come on back. And y'all look out for the videos that's coming too, man. Let's get it.
Everybody around me shooters, ain't no telling who was shooting. If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
Cowboy Sports.
Let's go. Much love, y'all. Cowboy Nation, let's get it.